If you're on the fence about whether to jump in to a nonprofit organization because you're feeling the call to do it, but you're just not sure it's the right fit for you, in this video, I share what brought me to the nonprofit that I was a part of for so many years, including the struggles and the joys, and I think it might help you to gain some clarity around your nonprofit journey. And I have a little show and tell. Can you see my bicycle earrings? Bicycles are what brought me to the nonprofit that I was a part of for so many years, because back in about 10, 12 years ago, I was starting to road bike locally with some people, and I bought my first road bike and rode in my first charity ride at Farmington Community Center, which was the organization that I eventually became a part of. So that day, it was raining, and not just slightly raining, but pouring rain that hurt you when it hit you, like pelted your skin and hurt as it hit you. And I rode about 40 miles that day for a charity ride and ended up diverting off the path and coming home and getting in a hot bathtub at the end because it was just so miserable. But after that ride, the organizer of the ride came to me and said, "We really could use you on our board as a CPA to help us get our financials in place and help us to make sure we have everything in order to move forward with the organization." And what I had learned when I went on that Soggy bike ride was there was a 60-acre parcel of land that had been donated to the organization that was kind of raw land at that point, and they were going to put amenities on it. And we were trying to figure out how to raise the money. In fact, that's why this fundraiser had started, was to start raising money towards putting amenities in the nature park. That spoke to my heart, being someone who loves the outdoors and someone who loves to see other people enjoying the outdoors. I really, really wanted to help get amenities into that nature park. And that's really the reason I joined that nonprofit, because of this bicycle story. But what they wanted me to join for was my CPA title and my financial expertise. I also use that as part of the nonprofit, but the passion that brought me to it was getting amenities on the nature park. So to kind of wrap up the story, to continue what happened after the Soggy bike ride and going through the years after that, that was the last time I rode in that event. And you know why? Because after that, I became the organizer of the event. I was the one that was making sure people came, and we grew the event. We doubled it and tripled it and quadrupled it. At the most, we had 266 people that rode in this event. In the year I first rode in it, there were like 50 people. So we really did grow it over the years, and we're able to raise lots of money through the years. In fact, those amenities that I wanted to see on the nature park, we were able to get those done after trying for a grant for 3 times. We finally were able to get the grant and $80,000 to put hiking trails, biking trails, a parking lot, and a mountain bike practice exercise area on the nature park. So that was my fulfillment, as coming on the board. That was my mission. And when that happened, it was like, yes, we did this. We had this vision, and it was able to come to fruition. And now my joy is to go there and see people enjoying those amenities. Not only the hiking and biking trails, we were able to get local funders to help us put disc golf courses. We have 2 disc golf courses in the nature park, and those were all funded by local chambers of commerce, recreation and parks, and community foundations. My journey with the nonprofit, starting with this Soggy bike ride, has been such a great experience and such a sense of joy and fulfillment to see the things that were close to my heart being enjoyed by others as they go with their family, play disc golf, ride mountain bikes, hike, go fishing in the creek, play pickleball, all the things that came about, and I was part of that movement. So it's a very fulfilling story that started with a bike ride but ended with a lot of joy and things that people can enjoy because we did the hard work and made it happen. So if you're struggling with your nonprofit organization and you feel like giving up sometimes, I would like to encourage you to keep going, to look for that joy at the end, do the hard work to make sure that you can, you know, find the rainbow, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. What is going to move the needle forward and make the difference that you want to make, because it's so worth it once you get to the other side. So thanks for listening to my story. I'd love to hear yours. Check us out on School, Nonprofit Impact, or leave a chat in the comments. Let's talk about your nonprofit journey, what led you to your organization, and what's keeping you there, and what joy you're finding on the other side. See you later.